So, let me take my glasses off, because every time I wear my glasses, I feel like there's a glare in the lens. So, I told you that I'm reading this book, How to Love, by the Buddhist monk. And there are 20 questions in the back of this book. And I just went through each of them. And as I'm going through the questions, I'm like, honestly, I could never see myself even asking my husband for a second chance. Actually, probably more like a 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th dozen chance. Even if he was willing to give me that chance, if I couldn't answer yes to every single one of these questions. And right now I'm answering no to more of them than I'm answering yes. So the questions are, question 1, are you in love? Yes. Are you still in love? Yes. Do you want to reconnect with the person who used to be the one you love? Definitely. Do you think that this person is happy? No. Do you have the time for each other? Yeah, I think so. Have you been able to preserve your true presence for yourself and for the other person? No. I don't think the person that he sees every day, the person that I show him, is my true self. I believe that I've allowed my hurt and my pain and my anger and my suffering to alter who I am. So, definitely not. Are you capable, question 7, are you capable of offering him freshness every day? I don't know. I think I want to, or not I think, I want to, but desire and capacity are two very different things. So I don't know if I have the capacity or if I'm capable of doing it yet. But I know that I want to be able to give him a fresh me every single day. So it's something I need to work on. So for now, that would be a no. Right now, I am 3 yeses? No, 4 yeses. 4 yeses and 3 no's so far. Question 8. Do you know how to handle the suffering in yourself? No. No. I know that it exists. I know that I have pain and hurt and trauma. But I'm not quite there from a skill set and from an abilities perspective to be able to handle the suffering that I have in myself. So that would be a no. Number 9, are you able to handle the suffering in the other person? Absolutely not. If I can't handle my own suffering, there's no way I can handle his, right? So that would be a no. As much as I want to, and I think that's part of my problem, is that there's all these things that I want to do for him and for myself. But it's not about me not being willing to or not having the desire to do it. It's about me being capable of doing it. Do I have the skill set or the ability to do it? And right now I don't. Question 10. Do you understand the roots of your own suffering? Now, when I answered this question earlier, when I was going through these, I said, no, that I didn't understand the roots of my own suffering. But honestly, as I'm thinking about it, I think I know the roots of my suffering. But I haven't allowed myself to heal, or I haven't practiced healing. So I know where my suffering comes from, but I've done nothing to heal the suffering. So I'm going to answer yes to that question. I do understand the roots of my own suffering. So 5 yeses 5 no's so far. Question 11. Are you able to understand the suffering in the other person? Again, earlier I answered this question, no. But upon further reflection, I think I can understand my husband's suffering. It's just a matter of whether or not I'm capable of, I guess, handling his suffering or being there for him and being what he needs during his time of suffering. So I would say that as much as he has allowed me and as much as he has told me, I understand his suffering. And I think that I know him enough or know some of the things that he's been through in his past to understand his suffering. So I will say that that is a yes. Question 12. Do you have the capacity to help the other person suffer less? I'm going to say that that is a no. Again, willingness and desire aside, I don't have the tools or the skill set at this time to be able to help him with his suffering. And I truly feel like, much like the saying, in order for you to love somebody else, you have to love yourself. I think the same applies here, that in order for me to help him with his suffering, I need to be able to help myself with my suffering. And since I haven't done that yet, and I haven't been able to do that yet, I'm not able yet to help him with his suffering. So, question 13. Have you learned the way to calm down your painful feelings and emotions? Theoretically, yes. Practically, no. I think I understand what needs to be done or some things that I can do to kind of calm that pain and that anger and that hurt that I feel inside. But I haven't practiced it enough for it to become a habit. So I think I need to practice it more. I need to really apply it before I can answer yes to that question. So I will say no to that question. Question 14. Do you have the time to listen to yourself and your deepest desire? Yes. Do I make the time? No. Basically, what I feel like this question is asking is, do I have the time to meditate and truly be in a state of mindfulness and listen to my mind and my body and my spirit? And I will say, yes, I have the time. But now I have to put that into practice. So I will say that is a yes. So this actually isn't as bad as I thought. The first time I felt like I was saying no a whole lot more. I'm 50-50 right now. I'm 7 to 14. So not bad so far. 15. Do you have the time to listen to him and to help him suffer less? Yes, I have the time. No, I don't have the ability. So I'm going to say no to that question just because I can't fully answer that question the way that I feel like it needs to be answered. 16. Are you capable of creating a feeling of joy for yourself? At this moment in time or this point in my life, no. I find it very difficult to find joy or to create joy. So much so that I miss joy in the everyday moments. Beautiful things will be happening around me and I'll completely miss them. Because I'm so caught in my own pain, in my own hurt, in my own frustration, in my own anger, in my own shit that I don't see the beautiful moments that happen around me every day. Sorry, I said I wasn't going to do this. And I've actually been good because I think this is the first time I'm crying today. Now, mind you, it's like 3 o'clock in the morning. So, you know, maybe that's 2 days I haven't cried, right? Because I didn't cry yesterday. But anyway, I have missed so many amazing moments with my husband. Because I spent too much of my time being angry at him, or being disappointed with him, or being upset or frustrated, or angry with myself, or whatever, that I missed moments. I missed him completely because of it. Moments with my kids that I'll never get back. So yeah, I'm not capable of creating a feeling of joy. I don't even know what joy looks like. So something I definitely need to work on. All right, 17. Are you capable of helping the other person to create a feeling of joy? And the answer to that question is also a resounding no. Again, not knowing what joy looks like, and not being able to create joy for myself, I certainly cannot create joy for anybody else. I think I can do superficial things to make somebody happy, like buying something that they like or making them something that they like. But true joy, like truly creating a feeling of joy for somebody, nah. So, 18. Do you feel you have a clear spiritual path? No. I think I'm working on my spiritual path. I think I have an ideal of what that path looks like, or what I want that path to look like. And maybe that's part of the problem, is that I'm trying to create a vision of what I want it to look like instead of just allowing it to be and following whatever path presents itself. But no, I don't have a clear spiritual path at this point. I don't know why I feel like my voice is very froggy. Like I'm talking like this. I'm not sure what's going on there, but it just could be because this is all just very emotional. 19. Do you have the feeling of peace and contentment within yourself? No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I'm so at war with myself. I think I blame myself for a lot of shit that I can't control that really isn't my blame to take. And I don't hold myself accountable or take blame for the things that I can control. Or that I should have been able to control. So, when it comes to creating this feeling of peace and contentment within myself, I feel like I have a lot of work to do there to even understand what peace and contentment feels like, or what that would look like for me. So it's definitely an area that I need to explore a little bit more. And then 20. Do you know how to nourish your love every day? And I would have to say no to that as well. I think that's what got me here to begin with, is the fact that I don't know how to nourish the love that I had. And so I lost it. So I think that I need to do a lot of work and understanding in that area to know if I ever get it back again, whether it's from my husband or, God forbid, somebody else, because I don't want anybody else. I don't want anybody else. If I can't have my husband, I don't want anybody else. God damn it. You're not supposed to see me like this. My husband is the only person I want. If I can't have him in my life, I don't want anybody else. Like, I'm not looking for anybody else, for anything else. I need to fix me, you know, like I need to get right with myself, you know, and I can't even begin to work on me and him or, you know, our marriage until I can work on myself, until I fix myself. The thing that I'm most worried about is the fact that I'm out of time. I'm out of time. My husband has already said that he's done. And I don't think there's any fixing us. All I can do at this point is work on fixing myself. And loving him as I work through my journey, figuring out how to love him in an unselfish way. And what I mean by that is loving him without any expectation of reciprocity. Loving him without boundaries. Loving him without expectations. And I know I said of reciprocity, but just expectations of any kind. I need to learn to love my husband just for the sake of loving him. I need to learn to love my husband as he is and for who he is and what he brings to this world, to my world. And so my goal now is to learn how to love my husband the way that I should have loved him all along. The way that I have failed at loving him all along. And he may not be open or accepting of that love. And that is something that I have to contend with. But that's okay. I have to learn that it's okay for him not to accept the love that I have for him. And that loving him is for me, you know, and ultimately it's for him as well, but he doesn't have to accept it. Like, he doesn't have to, like give it back to me. He doesn't have to do anything to earn it, I guess is what I'm saying. Me giving him my love and me caring about him and truly honoring him as a person, that shouldn't come with strings attached. And for the past almost 7 years, my love has come with strings attached. I've been so fucking selfish. Excuse my language. Like, if you can't stand cursing and whatever, then this, look, I'm probably not the right person for you to watch, but I was selfish. And you know what the crazy thing about all this is? I know we're like in 20 minutes, is that I have been called selfish before, and I had gotten so indignant, not by him. He's called me selfish, but that's not what I'm referring to. I had been called selfish by friends in the past. And I had gotten so indignant, like, how dare you call, I'm not selfish. Like, I do anything for anybody. I go out of my way. I blah, blah, blah. It was always about what I did. Me, 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 me. And it was never about what that person needed. And it's funny because there's something in this book about it. I got to get flags so I can start marking stuff. But, where was it? It was, I can't find it. No, I can't find it. But anyway, it was literally about a story of, oh, the right gift. Here it is. So it says, in Vietnam, there is a fruit that many people love called durian. It has a strong smell and is quite expensive. It smells horrible, horrible, horrible. I can't even get past the smell to taste it. I hear it tastes amazing, but I can't get past the smell. It smells like ripe trash on the hottest day in a landfill. It is horrible. But anyway, many people like it very much, but I don't like it at all. Someone who sees me working very hard might think, oh, Faye must be very tired. I should offer him some durian. But if you forced me to eat it, I would suffer a lot. So to love someone, you have to understand the real needs of that person and not impose on her what you think is needed for her to be happy. Understanding is the foundation of love. I watched the Red Table Talks with Jada Pinkett Smith, and she had Will Smith on there, and he told a story about this surprise party he threw for Jada early on in their marriage, I want to say. And, you know, he did all these things, and he went out of his way, and it was this huge surprise party, and he was so excited and so happy and so proud of everything that he did for her, and she did not like it at all. And he was so upset and so disappointed, didn't understand, like, how could she not like it? And I did all these things, and love me, and appreciate me, and I did this for you, and blah, 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 blah. And he said it took him a while to realize that the party wasn't for her. The party was for him. It was what he wanted. It wasn't what she wanted. And he had to realize that to love her was to do the things that made her happy and to nurture her happiness. And it's very similar to this story. And I get now when my friends would say that I was selfish. And when my husband says that I was selfish. Because I loved and I gave and I did the way that I wanted. Or the way that I felt like it should have been done. Or maybe the way that I would have liked it to be done for me. Not considering what the other person needed. So when my friend called me selfish, and it wasn't just one person, it was multiple people at different times in my life. It was primarily because I didn't make myself available. I'm the person where I don't have to talk to you every day. I don't have to see you every day. But I still love you. We're still friends. When we do see each other, I will pick up as if we had never had a break. That's just who I am. I am a very isolated introvert. I'm a very kind of like hermit type of like, you know, person where I'm fine being alone, being by myself, not interacting, whatever. My friends, on the other hand, were very, not even so much outgoing and gregarious or anything like that. One of them was. The other one wasn't. She was very much, she liked to do things and stuff like that. But She was more like me, a homebody, and, you know, just like to kind of do quiet, chill things. But her issue was that I didn't pick up the phone and call her on a regular basis. I was more of a texter. And I would text and say, hey, how you doing? What's up? What are you up to? Or I would only text her if I wanted to go do something or go hang out, or if I was telling her about an event that I wanted us to maybe check out together. But I never would just call her and say, hey, how are you? Or, hey, how was your day? My mother-in-law just got on me about the same thing a couple of days ago, that I never just pick up the phone and say, hey, how are you feeling? Or how are you doing? Or how was your day? Or anything like that. And they're absolutely right. That's just not who I am. And I feel like that's an excuse. I say that all the time. That's not who I am. When ultimately, at the end of the day, I was too selfish to look beyond what I wanted, or what I needed, or what I liked, or what I felt, to try to understand what somebody else needed, what somebody else wanted, what somebody else felt. And in that regard, yes, I'm very selfish. And that's something that I need to work on. Because I'm realizing that my husband needed so much more than I was capable of giving him. And even though I've told him time and time again that I'm not capable of doing these things for you, I don't even think I really tried. Like, as I'm thinking about it, I don't know that I really, like, I think I used it as an excuse, like, that's just not me. And that was it. Like, I never even tried. I never worked at it and practiced it and tried to make it a habit. And, like, I never tried. I never tried. I just said, you know what? That's not me. This is who I am. Take me as I am, or don't. That's on you. And that was it. So, that's one of the things I honestly have to say. Like, I have to try more to do these things. But anyway, we're at the 27.5-minute mark. Back to the 20 questions. I answered 7 yes. 7 out of 20. So that's 13 questions that I answered no to. 13. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I wouldn't even want to ask my husband to come back or to give me yet another chance until I could answer all 20 of those questions with a yes. Honestly, he deserves nothing less. And he deserves so much fucking more. I have a lot of work to do. A lot. So, anyway, I just thought it was very interesting, the questions, and wanted to kind of talk through some of that. But thanks for listening. I appreciate it. Till next time.